This is the top 5 changes we need in Extinction Ascended. I just quickly want to say before we get into this, you guys have been awesome with the support, and we're really close to 100 subs. Once we hit it, I will be releasing the 100 days to tame everything and beat Alpha Rockwell. So if you like the video, hit that sub button, and now that my shameless plug is gone, let's get right into it. Number 5, a corrupted module harvester. Progression in Extinction, especially at the King Titan boss fight, is very dependent on fighting corrupted creatures for corrupted modules, whatever they are. The point is, it takes a lot of work to get them. Currently, the best way to get the corrupted stuff is a chainsaw, and while that is fine, I think a new addition to get the ASA apart from ASC, something like a futuristic extractor that maybe the people of Earth used during the Element Wars would be cool, or even cooler would be an attachment for the mech that is able to harvest a boosted amount of corrupted nodules. While I was making this list, they hadn't done the Extra Life stream yet, but regardless, I still think that the new vehicles should be at number 4 here. It's no secret that the Tech ATV was not a fan favorite. In fact, most players may not even remember or have heard of it in the first place because it kind of sucked. The Tech AV had terrible controls, to be honest, and was super expensive for something that was barely usable in any stage of the game. The controls work more like a raft than a vehicle. Wildcard could incorporate a new driving system, or maybe they purposely left out the Tech AV to work on the physics. I'm hoping it's that one. After the Extra Life stream, Wildcard seems to be putting a heavy focus on these new vehicles in the new DLC, and they could be really cool if proper rework is done. The only vehicle-like items new to ASA is the wagon produced in Scorched Earth, and if this is any indicator of the dune buggies or other vehicles' controls, it's going to be a rough launch for this DLC. I do have hope though that it'll be better, because it's not relying on the movement of a dino, and hopefully isn't relying on the dino movement system. Number 3, a corrupted weapon. A new weapon specifically designed for fighting corrupted creatures would be a really cool addition. Something that uses maybe Volanosaur spikes, or maybe something that can be only dropped and crafted by an Enforcer. I know that the Enforcer does do something like 4 times the damage to corrupted creatures, but a good Enforcer is super expensive, and having a couple of them could take you forever to craft. Something like a Revolver or Magnum, or a Mad Max style makeshift rifle would fit right into the Mad Max theme, and add more value to the old Bob-style tales. I know a bunch of you hate the idea of pay-to-win style DLC, however it's already guaranteed, so I think this would be a neat addition. 2. New caves. New caves have been introduced with every map so far in SA besides the center. I say that because I did not play the center. Thank you, Pyromane. Anyway, first would be the introduction of an Arctic or multiple Arctic caves in the snow biome, beyond the one big cave crawling with double the max level creatures. You can tell, I love this cave, but the next 2 ideas are way cooler. Having caves in the wasteland that are more extensive would be a super cool addition, and they don't even have to be super detailed, but just a small cave that takes a minute or 2 to explore. Now the best idea for a cave, it's not really a cave, but imagine the ability to enter a few rooms in the city. The story tells us of things that happened before Earth was inhabitable. If you want to know more about that, Ninny the Noodle can explain it way better than I can. Anyway, a look into the new buildings around the city would really add more elements to the story and add to the immersiveness. And who knows, maybe there could be a couple hints to the next story map that'll be coming out in approximately 2042. This is a little honorable mention, Wasteland Armor. He's already confirmed that there are at least armor skins for Wasteland Wars. And at the time of recording this, the Extra Life just finished, and I believe there's a new armor set. I'll have to look more into that, but if anyone else knows about it, please let me know in the comments. I think there should be an armor set you can unlock that will slowly affect the wasteland, which hopefully this new one does, kind of affecting like the heat or the increased hunger, and like the other gear with the heightened quality will be more effective to decrease the effects of the wasteland and such. Number 1, now this is a big ask, but another Titan killer. While the introduction of the Carcharodontosaurus doesn't go unnoticed, and yes, I did say that in one take, I think that a new King Titan worthy boss fighter would be a welcome addition to Extinction Ascended. Currently, the only real boss killer in Extinction is the Giga, especially when fighting the Beta King Titan. The Giga is one of the only creatures with a high enough health and melee damage to fight the Beta King Titan, along with your trio of tameable Titans. With the Carch spawning in the back of the Corrupted Zone, you have to fight through a bunch of corrupted creatures to tame it, and honestly, it's just not a good time. I just wouldn't recommend that. There was rumored to be a new dino in the Dreadnoughtus, which based on its dossier could be a very cool addition and a new approach to gearing up for that King Titan fight. The dossier indicates it's similar to the Titanosaur but can hold cannons and shoot acid-covered cannonballs. It also hints at the ability to decrease the opponent's defense when killed. The Dreadnoughtus also seems to only target large creatures bigger than a Spino, so my guess is the 3 tameable Titans along with those big corrupted creatures. It's a cool new idea to add a creature such as this big sauropod. I worry about the balance in health and attack speed. I think based on the dossier, the Elemental Bellow is probably like a Uni buff on steroids. but only time will tell with the Dreadnoughtus. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate the support from you guys, especially the last month. And if you want to see that next 100 days, we're only 10 subs away, which is kind of crazy. Thank you guys. I've got something super cool planned for 1,000 too, but for now, thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.